Navin, for many years now you've used the self-image as the central character in your work. Can you talk about your work in general and the use of the self?
Well, when I was a kid, I born and living in Chiang Mai, the local Thai community, but my face, totally look Indian. So I always have questions to my mom, my dad, like why I cannot be called Thai just as a friends, So I'm growing up in this kind of, unhappy, and I didn't like it because I just want to be a Thai. But why, happened to me, this kind of face is not Thai. But when I grew up, and especially after, I moved outside Thailand and doing art and, having a child who's, starting having probably not the same, but a similar kind of confrontation, like what she will be in future. And her last name is Indian Thai, but she living her life is Japanese. So this kind of personal life make me think about who am I. So I like track back to when I was a child, I didn't like it, but now I'm thinking it's very something that is history of your family, very important to keep and to proud with that, and to bring it back to your next generation. Well, Navin Bollywood is a piece that I realized in 2006. It's it's based on my first trip back to India, where my family actually migrated from. It's kind of a story looking from me, receive a letter from a person named Navin in Mumbai, and I traveled to meet this person. I'm really curious why this on earth, same person, same name, wrote a letter to me and what to propose. So trying to meet this person, but I never found this person. But I met a lot of other people named Navin. So it's instead of looking back of where ancestor from or what is the real kind of what's Indian mean to me, but it's like who are the Navins on earth and in this city, what's their life and how I can link to this prayer. So it's starting point of my kind of ongoing project called Navin Party, with this collaboration project with many other artists and curators and different kind of project that have been developed in the 4 or 5 years back. So this is a question again to myself and who am I and who we are.
In the exhibition, the central work is a fantastic white sculpture that's outstanding. Can you talk about this work? Is it related to Navins of Bollywood or is it another series?
Well, this is a latest new work. It is just realized 2 months ago. And it's called Mission Navin Land. And after Navin Party, I'm developed, into another stage called Navin Land, which is I call it non-nation community because Navin is everywhere. It's not based on any geographical place, and it's beyond, place or religious or nation. It's of course it's not exist in this world, but it's kind of like through the artist's idea, like to press what is the meaning of nation today. This work, especially in the position, refer from Soya at the border between Pakistan and India at the Lahore and Wakka border, which is very famous. They have every evening they have this low living flag ceremony, and the army will walk really kind of like low bot and kick very high, and they show off like what is their kind of identity of their nation and trying to compete with each other. But for us, looking at that is kind of funny, and I put this point from departure from where my family also migrate from, that part of the problem between India and Pakistan, why they migrate to Thailand. So this is like refer to, you know, my personal life backgrounds and what I think about the world. So, and you know, to communication between a father to daughters, what we are and what's your future.
Apart from your works like on canvas or, you know, major sculptures, you really extend your practice and in one way blur the distinction between art and life. Is this the way that you see it?
You know, again, I grew up in this kind of society in Chiang Mai, with this, the community of our structural community is quite mixed up with many kind of lifestyle, and I grew up, this is a multicultural kind of experience, and I like to how to my work can explore into other area and not beyond, not just in the framework of art exhibition or in exhibition space, in the gallery, YQ or whatever. And if that kind of collaboration can work with people from other fields, that, I mean, for me is exciting, and it just gives me more kind of layer of what I think about art and life. Because at the end of the day, I think art should be, should give a perspective of our communities, and, you know, in the same time to share with others. So as an artist, my rule, I mean, I think is how I can bring my art to share with other people in today's world. I think this is like what I am trying to do.